So in honor of senior year coming up and me having not touched this channel in like a million years, I thought it'd be fun to do kind of a what's in my backpack or back to school haul. It's not really a haul, but I did get a few things and I think it'd be fun to go over them with you guys. Because long time no see. With like the speed in which I would like come up with these videos and edit them, and I just kind of did it in like a spurt of spontaneous like motivation, I guess. I don't I'm yapping. I digress. Also, sorry about the hair. I was going for a cute Lord DIY situation with the half up, half down bun thing, but in my defense, I haven't seen anyone else pull it off other than her, so cut me some slack. Anyway, first off, I got a new backpack, and I've used the same one since freshman year, and as much as I wanted to be that guy who would like use the same backpack through like all 4 years, there were holes at the bottom. Like, had I used it one more week, everything I had would have fell out like Home Alone style, and because of that, I had to replace it. And I don't usually buy things brand new, but my mindset is like going into college, I'm gonna need like a good, high quality, reliable backpack, and I got that with this. It's called the Everyday Backpack. A funny story behind this design is that like last year I was in my AP Psych class and the girl across to me had the same exact one, in a different color though, and I vividly remember my first thoughts being that is the ugliest diamond backpack I ever did see. Since she sat across from me, I saw it every day, and an AP Psych term we learned is the exposure effect, or mirror exposure effect, and I think that's what I was getting, because every day I would see it and I would think it's cuter, to the point where I thought that if I were to replace my backpack, which I thought I wouldn't, like I would get that design, and that's what I did. So I'm weak. And second, I got a tech pouch, and kind of a guilty purchase of mine, because I didn't think that I would need it, because I hate going into a store and not knowing what I want, just going to like browse and buy things, because I think that's pretty like, overconsumption is a strong phrase for this, but that's what I get from that. And as someone who enjoys sustainability and like conscious consumption content, I feel really guilty about getting impulse buys, but this was one of them. In my defense, it's a very versatile item, and I could use it not just for tech, but for other things. And something I really liked about it is that it like gives, whereas like the other pouches were kind of basically boxes. You would have so much less room in your bag had you gotten one of those. I think that if you want a pouch like that, just freaking bring your tech stuff in an Altoid box, because this is a much better alternative. It's soft, there's a bunch of pockets in there, like you can put your cords, your portables, maybe some like hygienic stuff too, because I don't really have like an emergency pouch. I think that those things are kind of, like I said, like inflammatory, overconsumption coded. To buy a pouch with the sole purpose of filling it up with other things, half of the things that I see people putting in those emergency pouches are like, some of you guys need to reevaluate your meaning of emergency, because under what emergency am I gonna need your Sol de Janeiro 25? What's in them is like deodorant, perfume, and what I saw one of the girls, like, I say girls because it's girls doing this, one of the girls trying to sell the idea of the emergency pouch is that you want to be that it girl, that girl who always has everything on hand, like the girl with period products are okay, but like period products and deodorant, perfume, makeup on hand, just to like give to people if they need it. And I just think that most of the time, like, people aren't asking you for stuff like that, and if they are, like, it's not that big of a deal not to have it on hand. I get the appeal behind it though, like to be the person that has everything, the mom of the group, but that's just my opinion. Okay, I have a Hello Kitty pouch that I've been using since 8th grade, and I use that as my makeup pouch. So I have that, but it has like the basics, like lip balm, hand cream, hand sanitizer, oil patches, just like your usual. Oh, but I don't know if this is just me, if my hands are dry, I will be the most insufferable person. The feeling of like dry hands, dry feet actually nauseates me. I cannot do anything if my hands are dry and my feet are dry, which is a lot of the time because I'm like in chlorine a lot. And side effect of being in chlorine a lot is dry everything. People, if you know, you know. I'm upgrading my phone. And as much as I've been preaching like to be that guy, like I really want to be, because I love this phone. It's the cutest phone. It's the perfect size, weight, for me at least. And I thought that I would have this phone forever, like throughout all of college, but it's just so slow. And part of it was like my fault because I let it die a lot, and it dies in like 4 hours now. My fault. But like if I was gonna place a battery, might as well just upgrade. So I got this case for it. It's clear because what I like to do is have my ID in my phone, because at my school they make you show your ID if you want to freaking breathe. So that wasn't funny. So clear case, gonna become yellow. It advertises itself as not in yellowing, but I highly doubt that. We'll check in a few weeks, but this thing is gonna be yellow. I bet you $1 million it will. Okay, and then my junk journal right now is full. I'm probably gonna show you guys that in another video like this, just to like tour, because I worked really hard on it. I worked on it throughout all of summer, and it's a genuine junk journal. It's not like a scrapbook where like I have to go out and buy things for it. I use whatever I had on hand and like scraps from wherever I go, and you'll see. I worked really hard on it. And this is the exact same cut. I had the other one in white, but this one's in like sort of a beige. I'm not even gonna try it. It's going to serve as my junk journal for this year. And when I say junk journal, I'm not thinking scrapbook where you print everything out. It's genuinely just like I find a leaf on the ground and I glue it to the paper. The reason why I got this one is because it has like this, and junk journalers know that when you make a junk journal and you fill it up with junk, it gets really thick and it needs some sort of like holdy. So that's what that's for. And also I just really like the linen here. And so yeah. Okay, so moving on, I have some binders, white and pink. Like the other things, I didn't think I'd have to replace my current binders, but girl, those things got shredded under my books last year. I would carry everything because I would use my locker because, you know, I'm lazy. And girl, let me tell you, folders crushed, corners folded, plastic disintegrated. Like everything was broken, and so I have to get new ones. That's what these are for. They won't take up too much room. I have notebooks as well, not on hand, but they're the good 5-star ones, so not to flex. Uh-oh, what's this? A box from Amazon. I believe I know what's in here. Right. It's my my Apple Pen case, because if you look at my Apple Pen right now, girl, that thing, okay, funny story. I don't know if you can tell. Oh yeah, you can tell. This thing is cracked because I brought it out one day, and I believe it must have fallen out. No, I don't believe. It fell out. It fell out of this pathetic little flap, and it was in that like divot where it catches the rainwater. I'm so stupid. There's a word for it. The gutter. I don't know. It was in that, and then I was panicking throughout the whole time I was out because it was only for a few hours, but I was panicking because I thought I'd have to replace it. It was really just sitting there, and I guess someone drove over it because it turned into that. So in order to cover that, or to prevent further cracks, I got the case. And then I got some new Crocs. They're just white. They're nothing special. My screen protector, just some white Crocs. Not platform. But I should have gotten platform, because the reason why I got them is for work. As a lifeguard, you need shoes that you can kick off easily. My white Crocs that I had them for like 6 years. Holy grail. They were the best. But the downside about them is that when I sit on tower, my feet don't reach the floor. So that's so embarrassing. Having the platforms would make it so that my feet could reach the floor, and I just got the normal ones. I like to size up in my Crocs, and I'm probably just going to replace the gibbets that I already have, but also may spin into an excuse to get some more. Who knows? in terms of stationery, we got these. They're the holy grail. A lot of my stationery shopping has just been walking around my house and just grabbing, because we have a lot of these like just unopened like boxes of stationery and stuff, and like us having like an office in the house, I already go there when I need any sort of writing utensil or like scrapbooking supplies, junk journaling supplies, and so we just have a lot of these. I didn't spend a dime on like writing utensils this year, and I think that's really good. I have mild liners. My pencil case is somewhere else, but I've been using the same pencil case for like years now because it's the best pencil case, and I'm not going to show you because I'm gatekeeping. I literally just don't want to get up, but just trust me when I say it's a really good pencil case. And mild liners are really good. These pens are really good, and honestly, all I need is one good red pen, these, my pencils, and I'm good through the whole year. I have the mild liners too, so I am one of those girls who like writes their notes like that. But it makes it fun. And I also have my iPad too, so a majority of my note writing is in my iPad. I don't really need a lot of writing utensils, but it's good to have on hand anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope senior year isn't a disaster.